Today, we're taking you beyond the tourist trail in Laos. We'll reveal the raw realities most travel vlogs skip, the challenges, the beauty, and the resilience of its people. This isn't about judgment, but about understanding and respect. Let's dive into the side of Laos you've never seen before. Laos, a country of breathtaking beauty and rich culture, holds a tragic distinction. It is the most heavily bombed country per capita in history. During the Vietnam War, more than 2 million tons of bombs were dropped here, more than were dropped on all of Europe during World War II. The scars of this conflict remain etched into the land and the lives of its people. Even today, millions of unexploded bombs, known as UXO, still lurk beneath the soil in fields, forests, and villages. These hidden dangers are a daily threat, making simple activities like farming, walking to school, or playing outside a matter of life and death for many Laotians. Farmers must tread carefully, never knowing if the next step could change their lives forever. Children, full of energy and curiosity, are forced to play only in designated safe zones, always aware of the risks that lie just beyond the warning signs. Brave demining teams, equipped with protective gear and unwavering determination, work tirelessly to clear these deadly remnants. Yet, the scale of the problem is overwhelming. At the current pace, it could take centuries to make the land truly safe again. This haunting legacy shapes every aspect of daily life in Laos. Families farm with caution, always alert to danger. Children's laughter is confined to roped-off areas, and entire communities must adapt to the ever-present threat beneath their feet. For travelers, the message is clear: always stick to marked paths and never underestimate the risks. The beauty of Laos is undeniable, but so too is the need for vigilance. Never wander off without a knowledgeable local guide. Their expertise can mean the difference between a safe journey and a tragic accident. The lush green landscape of Laos hides a deadly secret, a silent reminder of a war that ended decades ago, but whose consequences are still felt every day. This is the land that never forgets, where resilience and hope endure amidst the shadows of the past. Healthcare in Laos is limited, especially outside major cities. Serious emergencies often require evacuation to Thailand. For locals, clinics can be hours away, and basic supplies are scarce. This lack of access traps families in poverty and makes even minor injuries dangerous. Travelers, comprehensive insurance and caution are essential. Corruption is a quiet but powerful force in Laos. It rarely makes headlines, but its presence is felt in the smallest interactions, from the city streets to remote villages. It's woven into the fabric of daily life, often going unnoticed by outsiders, but always lurking beneath the surface for those who call Laos home. Corruption can mean bribes at borders, payments for minor infractions, or extra fees just to get basic paperwork approved. These small acts add up, draining vital resources from schools, hospitals, and public services. The money that could have improved classrooms or provided medicine instead disappears, leaving communities struggling with fewer opportunities and limited support. For locals, corruption is a daily barrier to progress, making it harder to get ahead or access what they need. For travelers, encountering it can be confusing or intimidating, but the best approach is to stay calm, patient, and polite if faced with such situations. Understanding the context can help navigate these moments with empathy. The real cost of corruption is borne by ordinary people, families working hard just to get by, children hoping for a better future, and communities striving for progress. Their dreams are often put on hold by a system that demands more than they can give. It's a hidden struggle, shaping daily life in ways that are hard to see but impossible to ignore. The unspoken price of corruption is paid every day, in hopes deferred and opportunities lost, as people quietly persevere in the face of invisible obstacles. Human trafficking is a harsh reality in Laos. Poverty makes young people vulnerable to false promises and exploitation. NGOs work to rescue victims and prevent trafficking through education and job training. Travelers, support responsible tourism and avoid anything exploitative. Behind every smile, there may be a family fighting to protect their future. Poverty is visible everywhere outside tourist centers. Many families live with few possessions and limited access to basics like clean water and education. Children often work instead of going to school. Support local businesses and artisans for a positive impact. Your choices as a traveler can help provide dignified income. Laos's infrastructure is rough. Unpaved roads, slow buses, and unreliable internet. Travel is slow and challenging, especially in the rainy season. Poor roads isolate communities and limit access to markets, schools, and healthcare. The digital divide is real. Connectivity drops off outside cities. Plan for delays and embrace the adventure. Laos, often called the land of a million elephants, is renowned for its breathtaking natural beauty, lush jungles, winding rivers, and vibrant wildlife. But today, this paradise faces unprecedented threats. Expanding deforestation, massive dam projects, and growing pollution are putting immense pressure on the country's delicate ecosystems and the communities that depend on them. Logging operations and slash-and-burn farming are rapidly destroying ancient forests, leaving behind barren landscapes and forcing countless animals from their homes. These practices not only wipe out habitats but also contribute to soil erosion and loss of biodiversity, making it harder for forests and wildlife to recover. The construction of large dams along the Mekong River disrupts natural water flow, threatening fish populations and the livelihoods of local fishermen. Once abundant fish stocks are dwindling, and families who rely on the river for food and income are struggling to adapt to these changes. Meanwhile, plastic waste is piling up everywhere, from riverbanks to village streets. With limited waste management infrastructure, much of this plastic ends up polluting waterways and harming wildlife, creating an urgent environmental crisis. As travelers, you can make a real difference. Refuse single-use plastics, carry reusable water bottles and bags, and always pack out your trash. Every small action helps reduce your impact and sets a positive example for others. Protecting the wonders of Laos is a shared responsibility. By working together, locals, visitors, and organizations, we can help preserve this incredible paradise for future generations to experience and enjoy. Freedom of speech is limited in Laos. The government controls media and public expression. Criticism is risky. Locals avoid political discussions and self-censorship is common. Travelers, don't push sensitive topics or put locals in uncomfortable positions. The quiet here sometimes masks silenced voices. Laos is part of the Golden Triangle, a hub for drug trafficking. Remote terrain and porous borders fuel the trade, impacting communities with addiction and violence. The drug economy tempts those with few options. Travelers, never get involved with drugs. Penalties are severe. The risks are real and life-altering. Modern comforts are rare outside tourist hubs. Expect cold showers, power outages, and few ATMs in rural areas. Plan ahead for cash and charging devices. Embrace the slower pace and resourcefulness of local life. Simplicity here is part of the experience. Lao culture is rich and nuanced. Small missteps can offend. Never touch someone's head or point your feet at people or religious icons. Remove shoes before entering homes or temples, and dress modestly. Public displays of affection are frowned upon. Learn a few Lao phrases to show respect. Cultural awareness deepens your travel experience. Petty crime and scams exist, even in safe Laos. Watch for bag snatching, motorbike rental scams, and overpriced tuk-tuks. Take photos of rentals and agree on fares in advance. Most interactions are positive, but stay alert. A little caution goes a long way. Monsoon season brings extreme rain and flooding. Roads and towns can be cut off, and travel plans disrupted. Floods destroy crops and homes, increasing hardship for locals. If visiting during rainy months, be flexible and have backup plans. The lush landscape comes at a high price. The language barrier is real outside tourist areas. English is rare in the countryside, making simple tasks challenging. Use translation apps and learn key Lao phrases. Patience and a smile go a long way. Overcoming the barrier leads to authentic connections. Nightlife in Laos is limited. Most places close early. Curfews are common and evenings are quiet. Embrace early mornings and daytime activities. Sync with the local rhythm for a richer experience. Enjoy the peace and get ready for the next day's adventure. Thanks for joining us on this deeper look at Laos. Understanding its challenges adds meaning to its beauty. If you value honest storytelling, please subscribe. Travel with respect and an open mind. The world is complex, but thoughtful travel makes a difference. See you in the next adventure.